How is everybody today? I'm doing wonderful. Yep, we're back down at the lake, kind of sitting here. It's get dark quicker. But I said as long as we're still here, I'll keep showing you the things that I see. So let me address, first of all, in my last video I talked briefly about Adam, right? And how there was 72 atoms. So if you take each atom and make an Eve, that's 144. It's not 144,000, just 144. And this is, so basically, in my opinion, we have circled all the way around. So, like, this thing right here, everybody's familiar with that, right? The infinity sign, supposedly. Okay, and we're going to say this is 0 point right there in the middle. Okay, as within, so without, and everything. There's a 0 point to us, there's a 0 point to this. Okay, and you've heard people talk about being in the fourth turn. Well, there's two turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's two turns to each side of this. So being in the fourth turn, we're coming around and we're coming back to 0 point. Now the start here for this part of the journey was Adam and Eve. That's why I bring it up in the garden. Now it says that God supposedly breathed into Adam's nostrils, right? So that's how you give a baby mouth to mouth, by the way, for those of you that don't know. And since we're the children of God, that's symbolic right there, okay? And it also made me go back to here. This episode of Star Trek is actually called Space Seed. And look, that's the ship that they're on, and those are the people that they found here, back there. And guess what? They look like they're in like little incubator type things, right? And lo and behold, what do we got going on? Babies. In fact, this one of the first articles to come out about it, lives of 36 babies in Gaza hospital at risk despite Israeli incubator offer, and 36 is half of 72, so it's a derivative of. Now I told you there'd probably be a peace, right? A timeout, which they're currently in. So, along with the arrival of the Son of Man, we have the timeout. Right here. They called a 4-day truce. Now, as recently as today, digging through the articles, they're going to expand it 2 more days to get to the number 6. Okay, and then this also showed up in the news. Well, it's not the news, it's somebody's YouTube page, which, like I said, there's a lot of people that I follow on YouTube. I don't buy into what they're selling. They get news. So we had this right here. The earth shook. There are radioactive particles as far as England. Russia hit a depleted uranium warehouse. And then we had the babies. So there's your symbolic of nuclear war, I think, because I'm telling you, we're not going to have a nuclear war. So something I've been kind of having to dig around, because like I said, for me, I said this on another video, it's not a question of if, it's just now more or less a question of when. I'm trying to figure out when. So if we go back to Revelation 12, which happened in the sky back in, 2017, right? Okay, the woman and the dragon. Great sign appeared in the sky, blah, 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 blah. She was with child, labored to give birth. And I don't know how many times the Bible references labor pains. I know it's in Matthew, where they talk about giving birth. Okay, birth pains. Again in Jeremiah. Okay. So we're dealing with a birth, our birth. Now again, it's called the ascension, the rapture, whatever label you want to put on it. Okay. Now, it also states in the Bible where Satan took the place of God, right? He set himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God. He's a liar, right? And there again, if you doubt what I say about Trump playing a particular character, is he not in court for fraud? I'm just saying, I don't make this stuff up. This is just how I see it. Okay, so basically Satan took everything that was ours and was ever meant for us and claimed it as his. And since we're dealing with a birth, well, that kind of leads me to Christmas Day, right? Isn't that when everybody celebrates the birth of Jesus? Satan? Santa? Satan? People are onto that part, right? In fact, I don't even have to reference Star Wars, Star Trek, none of the sci-fi movies to show this, because I guarantee probably 95% of the population has seen this. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And looky there. He's green, like a lizard. He only comes in two colors, green and white. And I look at that as being the same thing as Satan and then Jesus after he put his Satan ways behind him. So, there's your big kicker for the day. You know, I'm not real big. And what's really funny is, you know, on some of my videos specifically, I've talked about how I feel like a little kid waiting for Christmas because I know what's under the tree. Wow, what a revelation right there, because this just came to me, the whole bit about the birth, and you know, that's what we're looking for, I think, is the actual birth date that was taken by Satan and proclaimed as his. So with any kind of luck, all we got to do is ride out the madness, because like I said, the closer we get to the end, the more maddening things are going to be, not only in your neighbor, but just in the world as whole, because they want you uncertain about the future, period. The other thing about it being Christmas is that right now, everybody's putting their wish list together, right? I'm just saying. That's because that's how this is done. You can call it through prayer, wishing. In fact, I don't remember exactly which Bible verse this is, but this comes out of there. Okay, King David asked God for wisdom. And that's basically what I did, is I actually wished for wisdom. And I didn't even know about this, quite honestly, in the Bible. My buddy Bobby is the one, he's got a lot of these verses down. All I got to do is say something, and he can go, oh yeah, that's this. He has studied it pretty extensively, too. But, you know, so you have everybody in their wish list. Now, granted, you know, kids are, you know, I want this, I want that, and I've been saying for the longest time, that my visions, my wish list includes no vehicles, no roads, because that's all part of the B system. I'm envisioning other things that I want to see underneath my Christmas tree, so to speak. I don't have a Christmas tree, but that's what people do, right? So, I thought I would just throw that little tidbit out there for everybody. That's like I said, there's been lots of times, if you look at my videos and all their titles, it's like maybe question mark, 2 week notice question mark. Because like I said all the time, I don't know how this plays out. But if we're looking for a birth, that's kind of what I came up with. So we'll see how the next couple of weeks play out. I hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving. And if we're here further than Christmas, because the other thing, people, even the adults, you got kids putting their wish list together, and the adults are going to start working on their New Year's resolutions, right? Because that's only a week away from Christmas. So I think a lot of people already have their resolutions down by Christmas, what they're going to, work on, so to speak. But that was just some more zany stuff from Scott. Okay, everybody have a great evening. I love all of you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.